Understanding how the devil tries to manipulate you is essential in today's world, where spiritual warfare is a reality that many people face. The devil, also known as Satan, is a cunning and deceitful being who seeks to lead people away from God and towards destruction. He uses various tactics to manipulate and deceive individuals, often making them unaware of his presence and influence in their lives. Recognizing these tactics and being aware of the devil's schemes is crucial in order to protect oneself from his manipulation and to live a life that is pleasing to God. One of the primary ways the devil manipulates people is through temptation. He presents himself as a beautiful and appealing being, making sin look attractive and desirable. He whispers lies into people's ears, telling them that they can get away with sin and that it will bring them happiness and fulfillment. He uses the world's system to his advantage, making people believe that they need to conform to the world's standards in order to be accepted and loved. However, this is a lie, and the devil's ultimate goal is to lead people down a path of destruction and separation from God. Another way the devil manipulates people is through fear and doubt. He uses people's insecurities and weaknesses to his advantage, making them question their faith and their relationship with God. He whispers doubts into their ears, telling them that they are not good enough, that they will never be able to overcome their struggles, and that God has abandoned them. He uses circumstances and events to make people feel helpless and hopeless, causing them to lose faith and trust in God. However, the Bible tells us that God is always with us and that he will never leave us or forsake us. The devil also manipulates people through deception and false teachings. He presents himself as an angel of light, making people believe that he is working for their good. He uses false prophets and teachers to spread lies and half-truths, leading people away from the truth of God's word. He makes people believe that they can earn their way to heaven through good works, or that they can achieve spiritual enlightenment through various practices and rituals. However, the Bible tells us that salvation comes through faith in Jesus Christ alone, and that any other way is a false and deceitful path. In order to protect oneself from the devil's manipulation, it is essential to have a deep understanding of God's word. The Bible provides us with the knowledge and wisdom we need to recognize the devil's tactics and to resist his schemes. It tells us to put on the whole armor of God, including the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, and the helmet of salvation. It also tells us to be mindful of the devil's devices, to be aware of his presence, and to resist him through prayer and faith. Furthermore, it is essential to have a strong support system, including friends, family, and a church community. Surrounding oneself with people who share the same values and beliefs can provide a sense of accountability and encouragement, helping to resist the devil's manipulation. It is also important to prioritize prayer and worship, seeking God's guidance and protection in all aspects of life. By doing so, individuals can develop a strong sense of discernment, recognizing when the devil is trying to manipulate them and resisting his schemes. In conclusion, understanding how the devil tries to manipulate you is crucial in today's world. The devil is a cunning and deceitful being who seeks to lead people away from God and towards destruction. He uses various tactics, including temptation, fear and doubt, and deception to manipulate and deceive individuals. Recognizing these tactics and being aware of the devil's schemes is essential in order to protect oneself from his manipulation and to live a life that is pleasing to God. By having a deep understanding of God's word, surrounding oneself with a strong support system, and prioritizing prayer and worship, individuals can develop a strong sense of discernment and resist the devil's manipulation, living a life of victory and freedom in Christ.